And we're back with part 2, okay, of Unit 1 Geometry with our cube, okay? We have 3 final vocabulary words to discuss. Here we go. So, parallel lines we are very familiar with, okay? So, for example, like I said, if I were to draw these 2, lines on our cube, that would be parallel lines. Okay? Now, another pair of parallel lines could be here on the side plane. Okay? Those are parallel lines. They will never cross each other. Okay? So, parallel lines, check. Okay? Now we're going to talk about parallel planes. Kind of similar to parallel lines. It's just that they're a plane. So if I were to darken in this front plane, right? This front plane we'll call plane ABFE. And then we darken in the back plane, right? So the front plane and the back plane, okay? Those 2 planes are parallel planes and they will never cross each other, okay? So, or if you wanted to do, the top and bottom. So here's the top plane, okay? And then the bottom plane, right? Those 2 planes will never cross each other. So those are parallel planes. And check. Pretty easy. Now the one you may not have heard before, we're going to talk about skew lines. There are 3 rules you need to know about skew lines. Let me just check. Okay, we're looking good here. Okay, so skew lines, 3 rules. Number 1, they cannot cross each other. Okay? They are not parallel. Okay, these are 3 rules. And they cannot be on the same plane. Okay? 3 rules, okay, that skew lines must follow. Okay? So let me give you an example. Again, the skew lines, okay, cannot cross each other. They cannot be parallel. And they cannot be on the same plane. So, for example, if I did this line right here, okay, which is on the side plane, do you see that? And then if I did this line right here, on this side plane, okay, they fit the criteria because of 3 things. Number 1, they will never cross each other because they're on 2 different planes. Number 2, they're clearly not parallel, okay? And they are not on the same plane, okay? Let me give you another example. Let me do this one. Leave the same line, and then this one. That doesn't look very good. Let me try that again. Okay? So, they look like they cross each other, but they actually don't, because you need to picture that this is on the back of the side plane, and this is on the front plane, so they'll never actually cross each other, and they're not parallel, and they're not on the same plane. So when you get the question on the test of skew lines, you have to keep these 3 rules in mind, okay? And that's what I wanted to show you for part 2 of those last 3 vocabulary words, okay? Very good.